A beautiful fairy once had a pair of large and beautiful wings, but later they were secretly cut off by the man she loved. When she woke up from the coma, looking at her empty bag, she couldn't help but be heartbroken. The fairy wailed in despair. The pain on her body and the deception and betrayal of her beloved made her feel collapsed. To find out what exactly happened, the woman saved a crow from a farmer's hand and turned him into a human. Let the crow act as her own spy. The crow flew to the human kingdom's castle, saw the man successfully inherit the throne with the fairy's wings, and married the old king's daughter. Knowing that the man betrayed herself for power, the fairy was very angry. Evil and hatred began to grow in her heart. The fairy turned into an evil witch. She returned to the forest. Her blackening also brought shadows to the forest. The kingdom of Moor no longer sunny. Instead, it became a lifeless country. The witch also began to kill humans because she was waiting for a perfect revenge opportunity. Until this day, the crow brought a piece of good news. The king and queen had a lovely princess. A grand celebration was being held. 3 rebellious elves, in order to please the king, fought to give blessings to the princess. But suddenly a gust of wind blew. The witch came uninvited. She was dressed in a black robe and holding a wand, a powerful aura that subdued everyone. She was here to avenge the king, and the way she chose was to cast the most vicious curse on a little princess in swaddling clothes. She cursed the princess to be pricked by a spinning wheel on her 16th birthday and fall into a permanent sleep. The king knelt down and begged the witch for mercy, begging her to spare his daughter, but the witch enjoyed the pleasure of revenge. After the curse, she added a sentence: the princess can't be awakened by a true love's kiss. Obviously, this sentence was aimed at the king. Let him live forever in the guilt of betraying true love. Later, the witch built a wall of thorns at the edge of the forest, forbidding any human to set foot in Moor Forest. Since then, there has been no communication between humans and elves. They were left with only hatred. In order to prevent the witch's curse from coming true, the king ordered the confiscation of all looms in the country, and then smashed them, then all burned together. He also entrusted the princess to the 3 elves in secret, asked them to go to a secret place to live, asked the elves to raise her. After the princess has passed her 16th birthday, the next day they will be sent back to the palace. The 3 elves took the princess to a log cabin in the dense forest, became 3 peasant women to take care of the princess together. And those 3 elves are really unreliable. They have no parenting experience at all. The little princess was so hungry that she cried loudly. As a result, they fed her raw carrots. If this goes on, it is estimated that the princess will not live to be 16 years old and will be starved to death by them, and their whereabouts have long been discovered by the crow. The witch arrived at the forest cabin soon after. She looked at the little princess through the window and said,
"It's so ugly, you could almost feel sorry for it."
But the little princess showed a sweet smile to the witch.
I hate you. Beastie.
Later, the witch let the crow feed the princess with dew. Although the fairy became a witch, she was still kind.